Well, morning there, welcome back to a video from Coastline Fishing. We're back down on the beach. It's a beautiful morning today, the sun's out, a small bit of wind, but we've had a lot of strong westerly winds recently this week, so I'm hoping that that's cleared up the viz a bit, but we'll see. Came for a little bit of a recce along the beach last night, saw loads of jellyfish along the shoreline, so there's probably going to be a few jellies out there today. But anyway, we're going to go and get kitted up and we'll head out there and we'll see what we can find. I'm really looking forward to being in the water because I haven't had too many successful dives recently, so yeah, anyway, let's go and we'll see what we can find. I've just been putting the video together from the weekend, and unfortunately we haven't got as much underwater footage as I hoped, so are you happy with that flower, Max? Yeah, the camera obviously died a lot sooner than I thought, so sorry about that, but we still got a cool little woodland forage coming up and a nice cook up of those lobsters, so stay tuned, enjoy the video, and we'll be back again soon. We're lucky enough to have a lot of wild garlic in the woods behind where we live, so we're just taking a little walk through the woods now. So it's a bit windy, so yeah, Tom and I are going to go and grab a bit of wild garlic and pop that on top of the lobster when we get the fire pit going. So yeah, there we go, just off through the woods. Yeah, there's a lot in here, you're not short of it. So yeah, these are the wild garlic flowers, and then this is the leaf, so this is, yeah, really nice. Just chop this up into really fine bits and then just pop it on top of the lobster as it cooks. But yeah, as you can see, we're not short of it here, quite lucky, right on the doorstep. Nice little bluebells here as well, really nice. So as with everything, you know, thinking conservation and stuff, although we're very lucky here, we've got a lot of wild garlic in this wood. Don't take loads from one place. We're just walking a bit further through the woods now. We've taken a couple of leaves off from those plants just up there. We're just walking another 100 yards through the woods and we'll take a little bit more from down here. So, you know, lucky enough to have it on the doorstep, so we might as well look after it. Someone's just picking out a few more leaves here.
Lovely. It smells like garlic, but like a sort of light herby kind of garlic. So these plants, they sort of live underground most of the year, and they only sprout in about this time of year, and then these are soon going to all die away until next spring. But to establish this takes many years, because the seeds really slow germination and the bulbs take ages to develop, so you really mustn't hammer these kind of stocks. Just take a few, well, take quite a few, because look how much is here. This is brilliant.
I mean, this is, yeah, as I say, this is 100 yards down the woods and there's another whole bed of it, so yeah. But also, like, if you know where these are in the woods, if you really want a bit in the winter, you can actually come and like dig the roots up, and even the roots have a lot of flavour to them as well, so
and it keeps in the freezer or keeps in olive oil, so you can keep this all through the year. It smells lovely. Yeah. Have
you ever made pesto with it?
Yep. Yeah, you can use like local nuts, or you could like walnuts and cheese, stuff like that, and loads of olive oil. You blend all this up, it's really good. Yeah,
well, Tom's giving me a great idea. I'm going to take a bit and vacuum pack it as well, so I've got a little bit for when the plants have died off. So yeah, we're just both gathering a little bit each. Can't really complain at the views which we have from the back of the house here. It's, on a day like this, when it's clear, you can just see for absolutely miles. Some tree damage from a recent storm as well. We had a lot of northerly wind, and unfortunately a lot of trees did come down, so that's a bit of a shame. But you know, generally the wood's in very good condition. There's a lot of life in here still. But yeah, as we head down here, you can see there's another couple of really big trees have come down. Bit of a shame, but you know, it happens. Create the little burrows for a few more wild animals underneath there. So yeah, as I was saying, with these smaller flowers are the wild garlic, but also mixed in amongst them is these slightly taller flowers, which look very similar, but this taller one is cow parsley, which there's a lot of in this wood, and then the smaller ones down here is the wild garlic. Cow parsley has a much thicker stem, and it's almost like furry on the stem as well, as opposed to the wild garlic is just a much thinner stem and a much smaller bud of flowers on the top. Last stop on the woodland tour. This is the last patch through the woods, but seas of wild garlic. Yeah, lovely flowers on them as well. These white flowers are really pretty, but yeah, all we're doing is just take down and just take, you know, a couple of the leaves off each plant, and then, you know, just move on to another one. And also, it's quite a little tip when you're taking things like this. Obviously, it's best to try and go a little bit further off the main path. You know, you don't want to really be foraging stuff right next to the path, because, you know, if you're picking stuff right off the very edge of the path, you know, people walking through with dogs or things like that, you know, that's where they're going to pee and stuff, so you don't want to be eating any of that stuff. So yeah, just a few feet off into the brush is best. Getting the fire going, just started it off with a bit of old wood, and I'm just going to put some coals on here just to give it that good barbecue flavour. Also keep the heat in there a bit longer than the wood. Right, so we're just back up from the woods now. We've got a load of wild garlic. So the lobsters have been dispatched. I didn't show, but if you're interested to know, you can make a cross section from here up to the front of the head, and you just put the knife in and go straight forward. So what we're going to do with this, we'll butterfly it down the middle, and then we're going to chop up some of the wild garlic and a bit of butter, stuff it all into the meat, and then we'll wrap it up in a bit of tin foil, make a nice parcel, and pop that on the fire, and it should steam away really nice. So quite simple to butterfly these ones. Go in from where you've made the cut to dispatch it, and then just straight down the back. The movement which you can see here is just nervous movement. And then, yeah, that's our butterflied lobster. And then just on the top here is the poo track, so you can just gently get the knife under there and you can just take that out. And then, yeah, we'll clean all of this stuff up, and then we'll put all of our flavouring over this back bit of the meat. And we'll knock the claws as well, just to open those up and just crack the shell a little bit and get the flavour into that claw meat as well. So let's get them on the fire. So here's all of our wild garlic, just giving that a wash off in the hose pipe, just in case there was anything on there. And yeah, we're just simply going to just chop this up. How small do you reckon we should chop it up, Tom?
Fine.
Yeah.
Maybe once again down the middle, just dice it up.
Slice that up into small sections. Oh, the smell which is coming off here is just lovely. It's really nice, like Tom was saying earlier. It's obviously a garlic flavour, but it's just not quite as strong. It's just a really nice subtle bit of flavouring. So yeah, what we'll do now is we'll just get a section of our tin foil. I'm just going to lay our lobsters in there. And we'll just sprinkle a bit of this garlic over the top. And we'll get a couple of good sections of butter. I'm going to get told off now for using all of the rest of the butter in the household. Put that on there. There we go. Nice little parcel of lobster there, and that will just go on the fire in a minute. So these have been on here for about 5 minutes so far, and you can hear them sizzling away, and they're cooking in those lovely garlicky butter juices. So looking forward to this. Well earned after a dive this morning and taking this sycamore tree down here. So we just got the first one off, which was in the centre of the fire, so this was probably the one which is going to be done soonest. So
It smells amazing.
oh yeah, that smell coming off there is so good. Look at that. Lovely.
Oh, that's well nice.
Just a little bit of this tail meat out. Oh, it's definitely done. Oh, that's so nice.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's so different doing it on the barbecue to doing it like boiling it in water. It's like generally the tail meat I find goes a little bit chewy when you put it in the water, but stays really nice and soft, and that like subtle hint of garlic coming through the meat's really nice. So, dig in and try some.
Oh, sure, we'll get in there. Ow.
It's pretty hot. Good.
Loads of flavour.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And tuck into those claws in a minute once they're done. So we've got our 2 lobsters here and our claws here. So we're going to go and tuck in and finish this off, and then we're going to get back up the tree. Tom's tucking into a claw just there. So yeah, thanks for coming and having a look at the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we managed to get you a good little bit of footage, and yeah, it's nice to be able to go and forage some stuff from the woods as well. So I'll put a link to Tom's channel in the description if you fancy going and checking out the videos he's got. Do a lot of similar stuff on and around the sea. So yeah, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll be back with another one as soon as we can. Bye for now.
See ya.